God, you are so thick. This is the SoundQubed Q1-4500 V2. Not gonna bore you with any details. Let's jump right in. All right. Amplifier, product manual, bass controller cord, bass knob, included Allen case. Where were we? First impressions, this thing is heavy. And I guess for this thing, she doesn't really have standards. I'm already taking her close. Look at how beautiful this amplifier is. Now, something that you don't see in a lot of amplifiers is an included quality control certificate. Each one of these comes with one of these. So, we can see the power specifications here, the voltage tested. I'll go ahead and throw this up on the screen so you guys can see it a little bit easier. This Korean built board is absolutely beast, guys. 1 ohm, 14.4 volts, 4,670 watts, 2 ohm, 14.4 volts, 2,950 watts, and 4 ohm at 14.4 volts, 1,950 watts. Now this thing is also 16 volt capable, and at 1 ohm at 16 volts, you'll get 5,640 watts. But we all know that SoundQubed underrates their products. Steve Mead actually made a video of this on the amp dyno already. I'll go ahead and throw up the numbers right here for you to check out. We also get this included super slick SoundQubed bass knob with the logo right on top of the bass knob itself. Now, why is this amplifier so special? Well, first of all, it's a Korean built board. This thing also does well over 4,500 watts, obviously. This is probably the most compact power per inch size amplifier that you can get your hands on. I mean, for reference, we're looking at 16.75 inches. This beauty has a girth of 9.5 inches. And a height of 2.5 inches. I can't explain to you guys how quality this actually feels and looks. You get a bunch of cut holes in the plexiglass. We got also a fan in there with holes around the fan. The plexiglass back is actually recessed, so when you mount it on a flat surface like so, the back plate is actually raised off of the ground, probably about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom of the mounting feet. So you can have ample airflow coming in through the sides, through the front, through the back. Wherever you mount this thing, it'll definitely have a lot of ventilation underneath. On top of the included fan and all the drilled slots in the plexiglass back. Every time I pick this up, it just feels so stout. On this side of the amp, we have all of our settings. We have our gain, our low pass, our subsonic, our bass boost, our bass controller cord plug-in. We have our main switch and our strap switch. And yes, you can strap this amplifier. If you want to run 2 of these, you want to leave this one on main and you want to leave your other one on strap. On this side of the amplifier, we can see that we have our dual 1-aught power and ground inputs, and we can also see that we have our 8-gauge speaker inputs. The amount of heatsink on this thing is absolutely atrocious. I mean, there's heatsink everywhere on top, there's heatsink everywhere on the side. Just on the side alone, the center part of the heatsink has got to be like 3/4 of an inch off the amplifier. Why is that important? Well, for heatsinks on amplifiers like this, the more surface area the heatsink actually is, the more heat it can actually pull from the internals. It can dissipate heat at a much more rapid pace and more effectively. More surface area heatsink, the more better. This SoundQubed Q1-4500 V2 can be found at skyhighcaraudio.com or with your favorite dealer. You can give us a call at 775-513-8199. I'll leave a link for the product directly in the description below. Again, this amplifier will do excellent power across all ohm loads. We have the plexiglass back. It's also recessed underneath the mounting feet so you can get more airflow through in. We got dual 1-aught power and dual 1-aught ground input. Tiffany style RCA inputs. We get the absolute most heatsink I've seen on almost any amplifier on this thing as well. Until next time, out of here. I wonder if I can hook up 16 tweeters to you.